Hey guys, I'm Paul the Motor Guy. Then when it comes to slow speed maneuvers such as U-turns, how many of you have trouble going to one side or the other? And when you try to make a turn to your weak side, as I call it, the one you're not comfortable with, this tends to happen. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you my opinion on why I think we struggle with our weak side, and I'm going to give you an exercise that will help you to work on it. So hang tight. Now, when it comes to making slow speed turns going to our weak side, this is something that we have all struggled with or we still are struggling with. And I think it's more mental than it is physical. Now, motor school, we tell the guys that it's 90% mental and only 10% physical. So the way I look at things is that whenever there's something that we all have issues with, what is it that we all have in common? What is it that's causing us to have these issues? So when it comes to us all having issues going to our weak side at some point in our riding career, this is what I came up with. So I'm right-handed. So if I throw the ball to somebody with my right hand, that feels nice and smooth, right? Now, if I'm going to throw it left-handed, me just switching my feet right now, I already feel awkward inside. So now as I throw the ball, that felt totally different than it did on my strong side. But if you use the same techniques I did on my strong side, when I'm throwing on my weaker side, the ball's still going to get there. It just doesn't feel the same to me. Now, the next thing I'm going to say is easier said than done. So I always will say, don't worry so much on how you feel, focus more on your technique or the inputs that you're giving to the motorcycle. Because let's face it, guys, the motorcycle doesn't know if I'm right-handed or left-handed, scared to death of my right turn or left turn. All it knows is the inputs that I give it. So what I found is that whenever you get ready to make a turn on your weaker side, right, you're building up stress and anxiety. And because of that, something normally goes out the window. Some riders forget to let the clutch back out in the friction zone. Some of the head turns and eye movements aren't the same as they are on your stronger side. So I'm gonna give an example of a student that was in a motor school years ago. So as I'm watching him, his left turns were good. Every time he made a left turn, he had no issues. When he made a right turn, he would drop the bike almost every time he was turning to the right. Now this is what he was doing, okay? He would make his left turn, bring the bike up, and ride for a little bit. And now as you're riding for a little bit prior to his right turn, he would put the clutch in. Which is totally fine, right? Because the bike is straight up and down. So you don't have to be in a friction zone if the bike is straight up and down, right? You have to be in a friction zone prior to the motorcycle leaning over. So he would ride with the clutch in. And now as he's riding, what is he doing? He's building up stress, anxiety, all this building up because he's going to make this right turn, which he has issue with. And so now as he goes to make his right turn, he will forget to let the clutch back out in the friction zone. So the motorcycle will have no power to rear wheel and it would fall over. So this is what I had him do. I had him start out making his left turn because that was his strong side. And then I told him, after you make your left turn, bring the bike up and immediately make your right turn. Don't change anything. Keep the throttle in the same position, keep the clutch in the same position. All you can do is bring the bike up and immediately make your right turn. Now, after he was doing that for a little while, he was able to keep the bike up when he started making his right turns. So how did me having him do that start to fix the problem? Well, by him bringing the bike up and immediately making his right turns, it took away that ride time. It took away the time of him thinking about it and building up anxiety and stress. Now, remember, if the bike doesn't fall when you make your turn on your strong side, you keep everything the same, it's not going to fall when you make a turn on your weak side. Now, the exercise that can help you with this is a figure 8 exercise. And you don't have to have any cones for this exercise if you don't have them. So what you're going to do, you're going to start out, you're going to make a turn to your strong side first. And now after you make this turn to your strong side, you're going to keep everything the same, bring the bike up, and immediately make a turn to your weak side. Again, you don't want to ride for a long time before making that turn on your weaker side. Now, it may take you a little time still to get used to this, but I'm telling you, it will help you in the long run to get more comfortable and trusting the friction zone on your weaker side. So now I'm going to go outside and I'm going to demonstrate this for you. All right, guys, now I'm out here. I'm going to do this figure 8 exercise, but first I'm going to do it the incorrect way. I'm gonna, let's say my left side is my strong side, so I'm gonna start with my left turn first, and I'm gonna ride before making my right turn. This is what I normally see, but remember, the more you ride in between, the more anxiety that you're building up. Now for this demo, I'm gonna use my Indian Chieftain, because it was in back of the garage, I didn't feel like swapping bikes out. So let me show you how this looks. All right, so I'm gonna ride in, strong side first. I'm going to ride, building up anxiety before my right turn. Okay, so that was what I normally see. And when you do that, I'm telling you guys, it makes it harder on you. Because the more you ride, the more anxiety you're building up. And then you forget something, okay? So now I'm gonna show you the way I recommend it, shorten up your ride in between your turns. So I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna start with my left turn first. Once the bike comes up, I'm keeping everything the same, and I'm gonna immediately make my right turn. So let's check it out. All right, so there you go. Now, I really hope this video was helpful when it comes to making you more comfortable making turns on your weaker side. Now, the thing is, you have to go out and practice your weaker side. What we tend to do is spend more time on stuff that we're comfortable with, and then we will neglect the stuff that we're not comfortable with. But the goal is to get your weaker side as close to your strong side as possible. And the only way that you can do that is to put time in working on it. Now, until next time, you got it. Practice, 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 and ride safe.